Is One Piece as good as everyone says? Well, for the last couple days, I've been locked in my room with COVID, so I figured, let's give this first volume a try. Ever since I've been reading comics, which has only been 7 years, my go-to books have been Batman. Batman is my favorite superhero, but this year, One Piece outsold all of Batman in the last 70 plus years. That's right. A series that was created by one man who is still working on said series, beat out Batman, who is owned by a massive corporation, has movies that have generated billions of dollars, and gone through a slew of well-known writers, artists, actors, and directors. And yet, Oda Sensei has destroyed Batman, and it's only a matter of time before he beats Superman. Who do you think would win a fight, by the way? The Straw Hat Pirates or the Justice League? So in this video, I'm going to let you know if you should destroy your life and start reading One Piece, or if you should run away from it completely. And keep in mind, this video came about through my subscriber poll, which every week I ask my subscribers what comic or manga should I talk about or review. So if you want to participate, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you didn't know, I'm an aspiring writer and artist, so throughout this entire video, I'm going to be drawing a page from my manga, The Girl with the Mega Fists. Alright, pirates, here we go. Yo! Drone talk! So the question for today's video is, should you read One Piece? Here's my honest answer. It depends. So let's get into how I felt about the story so far, the characters, and the connection it has with the reader. Because if there's no connection to me as a reader, there's no reason for me to read it. From the opening page, we are immediately thrown into the world of One Piece and the conflict that stands. The king of the pirates, Gold Roger, obtained power and wealth, and before he was executed told the world that he had hidden his mass fortune of treasure somewhere in the world. Because of this, a great era of piracy began. We are then introduced to the star of One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy, although it starts with him as a child. We are also introduced to the pirate, Captain Shanks. From the get-go, we see that all Luffy wants to be is a pirate, and is very determined to join Shanks and his crew. The majority of Chapter 1 focuses on Shanks and Luffy's relationship as a kid, and at first I was so confused as to why we would dive so deep in Luffy's life as a child. It was only until I kept reading the rest of the volume that I realized how crucial this first chapter was. You see, Luffy is the pirate that he is because of Shanks. Shanks, although a pirate, has a good heart and cares and helps people who are less fortunate than him, and ultimately wants people to follow their dreams. These traits will follow Luffy throughout the rest of the volume. During an altercation with some bandits, Shanks saves Luffy's life, which ultimately ends with his arm being eaten off by a monster. Once Shanks recovers, he validates Luffy's dream of becoming a pirate and even gives Luffy the infamous straw hat and says, "Promise that you'll give it back to me someday when you've become a great pirate." 10 years later, Luffy embarks on his journey to become the king of the pirates. Now, a lot has happened and it's only been one chapter. But this chapter did so many things. It told us, the reader, who the characters are, why we should care about them, and what their goals are. The rest of the volume has Luffy meet up with a kid named Kobe, who is essentially a slave to the lady pirate Iron Mace Alvida. Luffy takes her down and they make their way to the naval base town because Kobe wants to join the Navy. There, they meet Zolo, the pirate hunter. Luffy, in his positivity and naivety, asks Zolo to join his pirate crew. He declines, and Luffy and Kobe realize that the town is being led by Captain Morgan and his son, who use the Navy to abuse the citizens. Because of Luffy's good nature and inability to not help those who are in need, he decides to attack Captain Morgan's son and battle his way through the naval base town, and ultimately frees Zolo, kills Captain Morgan, and gives Kobe the chance to join the Navy. Now, I know I've skipped a bunch of things that happen in the story, and there's a reason why. It's so good. In fact, I think you need to read this. Yes, One Piece is about a man who wants to become the king of the pirates and find treasure, but it's also about a man who will go all in on helping those in need and making friends along the way. Luffy's personality is one that not only captivates the characters within the story, but captivates the reader. At times, I felt Luffy was a bit naive, but really he wasn't. He just has a big heart, and in a world where greed and selfishness is in an abundance, this makes Luffy's character stand out. And because of his character, the pirate hunter Zolo joins his crew, knowing full well that Luffy is unlike every other pirate out there, and calls him captain. So with over 1,000 chapters, One Piece can seem really intimidating for every new reader. In fact, I made a whole video about it called "The Reason I Am Scared to Read One Piece Until Now," which you should definitely check out. But do I recommend One Piece? Yes or no? Like I said in the beginning, that depends. And here's why it depends. 1,000 plus chapters is a lot to expect from someone. In fact, it's insane. The journey that the reader is about to go through with all these characters is going to be nuts. I'm trying to figure out myself how I'm going to make time for all the other stories that I want to read. And I'm not saying that you have to ditch everything you're doing in life in order to read and catch up with One Piece, nor is there a rush to get to the end. But there is this sense of wanting to finish something to completion. And when the book you're reading has over 1,000 chapters, that's quite the journey. So should you read it? It depends. So once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. What did you guys think of this video? Are you going to start One Piece? I know I am. Remember to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this video so that you can participate in the weekly polls that we do to decide what videos we should do next. And if you're interested in reading my manga, The Girl with the Mega Fist, check out patreon.com/drawandtalk. All right, you guys have a good freaking week. Peace.